session on operation and research. Up to mark, we already understood what is a simplex method, what is a graphical method, and how we solve LPP problem, or how we find out the optimal solution, feasible solution by applying these two techniques, a simplex method and graphical method. In last lecture, we already understood what is the theory of big M method, how we apply or when we apply a big M method. So today we will learn one example on big M method and clarify our all doubts. Clear? So big M method, be brief overview as I will give you as when we used a big M method. So whenever in a data, whenever in LP problem, inequality sign will be given as greater or equal to in place of less or equal to. At that time we are using a big M method, and for same big M method we add one artificial variable and surplus variable. So we adding a surplus variable, then subtracting artificial variable for balancing our problem. So let's see in example how we add or how we find out the optimal solution by applying big M method. This is a basic example of big M method. Big M method is also known as a penalty method. So here maximize z is equal to 3x1 minus x2 subject to 2x1 plus x2 less or equal to 2, here less or equal to, so it is a simplex method. But here greater or equal to is given, so we can't solve this problem by using a simplex method. That's why we are applying a simple big M method, at where we have to add an artificial variable. So this question's answer is at where we get or in problem they given inequality sign as a greater or equal to or only equality sign. At that place only we have to add an artificial variable, right? So x2 is less or equal to 4, where x1 and x2 greater or equal to 0. So let's start our numerical as first we convert all inequality sign by using a slack variable. Here s1, s2, s3 be a 3 slack variables, and introducing these slack variables into the inequality constraint and rewriting the objective function as below. That is maximize z is equal to 3x1 minus x2 plus 0s1 plus 0s2 minus ma2 plus 0s3. Here minus ma2, that is the big M method, and here we add a artificial variable, right? So at where we have to add only a2. Why? Because in equation 2 we have only a greater or equal to sign. That's why we have this m, this artificial variable, in second equation only. So subject to 2x1 plus x2 plus s1 is equal to 2, 2x1 plus 3x2 minus s2 plus a2. Here we add artificial variables as well as surplus variable, that is in equation number 2. Why? Because in equation number 2 they indicate as a greater than or equal to sign. Clear? And x2 plus s3 is equal to 4, where x1, x2, s1, s2, s3, a2 greater or equal to 0. All variables are always greater or equal to 0, right? So first what we have to do, we have to make one table by using a various coefficient of basics as well as coefficient of all equations. We formulate the same table as we formulated in simplex method. So we make the same table. Here we indicate a Cj, that is the objective functions coefficient, and Cb, that is the basic coefficients. So here 3 minus 1 0 0 0 minus m we write over here for basics of objective function. Here s1, a2 and s3. Here s1 is equal to 0, a2 is equal to minus m, and s3 is equal to 0. We put over here that value. So now we have to find out zj. So what is zj? So zj, we find 2 into 0, 1 into minus m, 0 into 0, we can get here minus m. Here 1 into 0, 3 into minus m, 1 into 0, we can get minus 3m. Here 1 into 0, 0 into minus m, we can get 0 over here. Here 0 into 0, minus 1 into minus m, we can get m over here. 0 into 0, 0 into minus m, 1 into 0, we can get 0 over here. Here we find out 0, 1 into minus m, 0 into 0, we can get minus m over here. Now we find out a Cj minus Zj, that is 3 minus minus m means 3 plus m, minus 1 minus minus 3m, that is minus 1 plus 3m, 0 minus 0, 0, 0 minus m, 0 minus 0, 0 minus m minus minus m, that is minus m plus m, that is 0. Clear? So now what we have to do, we have to select a key column at where a Cj minus Zj is a maximum value, right? Why? Because here maximization problem, so we find out a maximum value 3m. So what is our key column? That is our key column as a x2. Now we find out a theta value, that is bi divided by a key column element. So 2 by 1 we can get 2 over here, 3 by 3 we can get 1 over here, 4 by 1 we can get 4 over here. So we find out the theta value. So now we will introduce a key row at where a theta's value is minimum. So here that is a key row, and by intersecting key row and key element, that is a point known as a key element. So here 3 is a key element for us. So for next iteration, what we have to do, simple, we have to decide first entering variable and leaving variable. So here entering variable is x2 and leaving variable is a2. So in BGAM method we reduce or we minimize that artificial variable, then we don't need a iteration in this a2 line. So here a2 is a living variable, so from next iteration we can't do any iteration with a a2 column, right? So it will be a 0, or it will be a dash, or it will be, we can write over here as a dotted line. Clear? So here entering variable x2 and leaving variable a2, we have to make another table. For another table, what we have to do, we have to divide all elements of second row by a key element. So here we can get 1 by 3, here 3 by 3, that is 1, here 0 by 3, that is 0, minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3, 0, 1 by 3 is 1 by 3, and 3, 3, 1. So we can get same table over here, minus 1, minus 1 by 3, 1, 0, minus 1 by 3, 0, and 1. Here we, as you see and as we discussed, we can't do any iteration in a2 line. Why? Because that column is eliminated by x2 row. Clear? So we can't do any iteration on it to reduce a complexity, right? Or if you do iteration, that is no any mistake, but it may chances to do a mistake while calculation of example. So you have many complex, you have many doubts if you use that line and if you use that iteration. So it's not effect on example if you don't do any iteration in a2 line, or if you do in iteration in a2 line, no any problems or no any effects on output, means on optimal solution. But if we do iteration, it may chance to do a mistake while calculation. So we let that row or column as it is, as a dotted line. Clear? So what is the next step? We have to find out for S1 new row. So for that, what we have to do, we have always above and below key element, we have always a 0. So for that, simple, this is a value 1. So what we have to do, we have to do this row, old row of S1 minus new row of x2. So old row of S1, that is here S1 is equal to 0, so we can put over here S1 and S3's basics is coefficient is 0. Here 2 minus 1 by 3 means we have get over 5 by 3. 1 minus 1, that is 0. 1 minus 0, that is 1. 0 minus 1 by 3, that is 1 by 3. 0 minus 0, we can get 0 over here, right? For same S3, what we have to do, the old value of S3 minus new value of x2 row. So here 1 is there, so directly we have to subtract from old S3. So here 0 minus 1 by 3, that is minus 1, BI. For BI, for finding out the BI, what happened here, S2 is equal to 1. So 2 minus 1, we can get 1 over here, right? Now we calculate for S3, 0 minus 1 by 3, that is minus 1 by 3. 1 minus 1, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 1 by 3, there 1 by 3. 1 minus 0, that is 1. And for here 4 minus 1, that is a 3. So we can get the same value over here. Now we find out the ZJ 5 by 3 into 1 minus 1 into minus 1 by 3 plus 0 1 by 3. So we can get minus 1 by 3 over here. 0 into 0, 1 into minus 1, 0 into 0, we can get minus 1 over here. 1 into 0, 0, we can get 0. 1 by 3 into minus 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 into 0, we can get 1 by 3 over here. Here we can get a 0 as 0 into 0, 0 into minus 1, 1 into 0, we can get 0 over here, right? So now we calculate Cj minus Zj. So 3 minus 1 by 3 means 3 plus 1 by 3, we can get 10 by 3 over here. Minus 1 minus minus 1, we can get 0 over here. 0 by 0, 0, 0 in minus 1 by 3, we can get minus 1 by 3 over here. 0 minus 0, 0, we can't do any attraction. So we put, now we find out key column for as a 10 by 3 is a maximum value. So that is the key column. So we have to divide a bi value for finding a theta by the key element. So 1 by 5 by 3, that is 3 by 5 for theta value. 1 by 3 divide 1 by 1 by 3, that is a 3 value, and here simple of 1 value, right? So here simple we can get over here the value, and we put this iteration. So what we have to do, we have to find the key column, a key row as a 3 by 5 is a minimum value. So key row and intersecting point, that is a 5 by 3, right? So that is the key element. So here leaving variable is a S1 and entering variable as a X1, right? So what we have to do, same table we have to consider over here, and for that we have to find another new table by dividing all the row, first row element by key element. We can get a new row over here as a X1. So here 5 by 3 divided by 5 by 3, we can get 1. Here 0, 0. Here 1 by 5 by 3, that is 3 by 5. Here 1 by 3 divided by 5 by 3, we can get 1 by 5 over here 0. Here 1 by 5 by 3, we can get 3 by 5 over, right? For X2 line, what we have to do, minus old X2 row values minus new X1 values. So for 0, we have to multiply, we have to divide 1 by 3 over here and then subtract from them. So here minus 1 is a coefficient of X2. So 1 by 3 we multiply over here, then 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3, 0, 0 into 0, right? 1 minus 0, that is a 1. Here we have to multiply by 1 by 3, we can get 1 by 5. The 0 minus 1 by 5, we can get minus 1 by 5. Here we multiply by 1 by 3, that is 1 by 3, that is 3 by 5. So we have to minus 1 by 3 divided by 3 by 5, we can get here minus 2 by 5. Here value 0 over here, and here we have to multiply by 1 by 3. So what here 1 by 3, we can get here a value, and we have to subtract from 1, we can get 4 by 5, right? So for S3 value, same strategy or same method we have to use for calculation. We can get this value as a 0, 0 minus plus 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 0 and 1, and here 16 by 5. So now we find out the ZJ 1 into 3, that is a 3, 0 into 3, 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1, 3 by 5 into minus 1 by 5, here we can get 2 over here, minus 1 by 5, minus 3 by 5 plus 2 by 5, we can get here 1 over here, right? We find out 0 over here. Now we have to find out Cj minus Zj, 3 minus 3, that is 0, minus 1 minus 1, 0, that is 0. 0 minus 2 minus 2, 0 minus 1 minus 1, 0 into 0. So we can get over here and we satisfy the equation or condition as Cj minus Zj is less or equal to 0. For maximization problem we have to satisfy that condition. So we satisfy that condition, so we get a final table of the iteration. What we have to do, simple, we have to take as a x1 as a 3 by 5, x2 as a 4 by 5, s3 is 0, means we have can't consider as a slack variable for calculation of objective function. Why? Because a 0 coefficient we have to consider for that slack variable. So now we calculate objective function by you putting the x1 and x2 value in it. So 3x1 minus x2, 3 into 3 by 5 minus 4 into 4 by 5, 9 by 5 minus 4 by 5. What here? 5 by 5. So we can get z maximum as a 1 value. So this is the basic iteration where we have applied for solving or for finding an optimal solution by using a big N method. Simple explanation of it. Clear? So now I think you clear your doubts and you clear your concept about the big M method, right? So thanks for watching.